Dave FM. Warren Haynes is in studio with me tonight, and he has chosen a whole bunch of songs, a wide range of songs. And earlier you were explaining, Warren, about the next selection we're going to play, but you said you had a story too.
Well, I've chosen this Little Feat song, China White, from the record Hoy Hoy, which was put out after Lowell George died. Lowell was among my many influences, but most of my favorite singers were all black soul singers or black blues singers, and the few that weren't, the few that were like white singers or rock singers, were singers that sounded like they grew up listening to soul music or blues. And Lowell, aside from being such a great slide guitar player and songwriter, just had a beautiful voice, so a big influence on myself. But as I mentioned before, I always wondered why this song never got released before he passed, because it's a great performance.
You want to do the honors? No? All right.
You do it.
Wait a minute. You're taking over my studio.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Taking over. This is China White by Little Feat.
Hi, Dave FM. Warren Haynes has taken over my studio, but in a nice way. He's picked all the music that you've been enjoying. It's a peaceful revolution, yes, and it will not be televised. Anyway, that was Little Feat, and you have some great stories. We could do this all night.
Yeah.
We're not gonna, but we could.
Hey, I'm taking over here.
I don't want to keep running anyway.
It's not like the old Alan Freed days where we just board up the studio and stay in here for 3 days.
No.
I'm taking over, but about 30 minutes you got to go.
Yeah, exactly.
That sort of
the studio doors, there are 2 studio doors. One has a lock on it, the other one does not.
Ah, okay.
See, so you can pretend to lock yourself in, but then they can come in behind you and get you out.
The proverbial they.
So your next choice is again an interesting choice, because when you first came in the studio, we were talking about things that you wanted to play, and you've got a very diverse playlist, and we started talking about soul music, and then you brought up Otis Redding, but then you also brought up
Bill Withers.
Yes.
One of my favorite voices as well. I picked this song for a few reasons. It's a great song. It's a timeless song. He has a timeless voice, and people tend to forget about Bill because he kind of retired from the music business and kind of washed his hands of the whole scene. But he wrote this song called I Can't Write Left-Handed about a guy in Vietnam that got shot in his right arm. But it holds true today in the current times that we're living in, so I thought, it'd be nice to bring this back. It's a beautiful song. It's not your typical protest song. It's got some humor. It also has some connecting with the enemy. One of the things that I love about this tune is that the narrator of the song realizes that he's in a war fighting someone that he doesn't know, and for all he knows, the person may be a beautiful human being. And so that's one of the intriguing parts.
It's kind of like in World War I when they had the no man's land, and they would sit there and they would mingle, the soldiers from either side, and then, all of a sudden they're back to trying to kill each other.
Yeah, which makes no sense.
Exactly. So Warren Haynes is taking over my studio tonight. An excellent choice with Bill Withers, and I can't write left-handed. And Warren, this is so much fun. We don't want it to end. Warren Haynes is in studio with me tonight. It was supposed to be a takeover for an hour, but you got 2 more songs.
Yeah, we'll get a little more than an hour.
Because I am enjoying having you in here so much. It's been a pleasure.
And because I've never been on time for anything in my life.
Okay, that too. I'm going to cue up the song. Hang on.
Okay, no problem.
All right, if it's the one I think it is, we're good to go.
Okay. Well, if it's the one I think it is, it's from the new Derek Trucks Band CD.
We did it right.
It's a song called Back Where I Started that Derek and I wrote together at his studio in Florida, and his lovely wife Susan is singing a beautiful version of this song.
They do New Year's Eve shows here every year.
They do, which is becoming tradition. I think that's great. But I really I like the whole new record a lot, but this song in particular regardless of the fact that we wrote it together. I'm just really proud of the way it turned out, and she did an amazing job singing it. But of all the songs that I've written or co-written, this one definitely is one of the ones that has a special place with me. I would like to eventually do my own version of this tune.
Okay, well, let's play it.
Please.
Want to do the intro?
It's Back Where I Started by the Derek Trucks Band.
Make a DJ 92.9 Dave FM. Warren Haynes taking over my studio tonight. We're running a little long because you picked some really good songs. We got one more you want to hear. But by the way, Back Where I Started, Derek Trucks Band, beautiful
song.
You weren't lying.
No, I wouldn't lie to you.
Really pretty. I liked it. By the way, I just asked Warren Haynes if he could name somebody he didn't know, and he's still thinking.
I told you I was nervous.
You know everybody. It's not because you're nervous, it's because you know everybody.
It's a small world. The music business is a small world.
Okay.
You know, you run into people, you know, and I'm sure I could make you a long list of people that I've never met, but I can't think of them.
I know. It was just fun to tease you about it. Because actually, you know, before you came in, I was just reading up to make sure I knew everything that you were up to currently. And of course, you know, you get all the bio and everything. It's like, yeah, Warren Haynes worked with this person and this person and this person and this person. And I'm like, oh my God, what am I going to talk to him about? So you're going to have to come back so we can continue the stories.
Just so we can
you
tell
have
stories.
many.
That is true. I have many stories, and I would be happy to come back and tell them.
I hope you do, and I mean that sincerely.
Yeah, me too.
Government Mule is performing at Masquerade on Saturday, and you've got an album coming out in September, Government Mule does,
Yep.
but you have a solo album coming out next year.
Yeah.
You're just busy. Anything else? You've got your Christmas jam you do every year.
The Christmas Jam, this will be the 21st. We're just now starting to reach out to people for it, but if the last few years are any indication, it'll just keep getting better and better.
Rest just a little bit.
I intend to.
Okay.
I have a vacation in mind, and you know, I'm looking forward to the end of the year, but I'm also enjoying what's going on right now. There's a lot of exciting stuff happening. So people say, do you complain about being busy? I love what I do. You know, I have the best job in the world, so I really can't complain. You know, the hardest part about my job is being away from home and traveling and eating terrible food and stuff like that. But to complain about my job would be pretty ridiculous, because I've been really fortunate and surrounded by great musicians, and I do what I love for a living. You know, I would do it for free, so to get paid, it's kind of nice.
That's good. Your face is lit up about 15 times when you, because you could, yeah. If you sit across from Warren, you can tell he loves what he's doing. You're not just saying.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
That's a definite. As far as my face being lit up, maybe I was just.
No, it's not the lighting, because you know I like it like a cave in here.
Yeah, you
anyway,
do.
I do. You've got one more song, and
an
I really
appropriate song, I might add.
Yes, I really hate to cut you off because your choices are very interesting. But you want to explain this one?
Well,
you should probably do it rather than me.
Tom Petty, a few years back, wrote this song called "The Last DJ" that not predicted what was ahead as far as radio, et cetera, but because it had already started at that point. But a really good portrayal of what's going on to people like us that grew up listening to radio personalities that would turn you on to their favorite music, and how it's so rare that even a station like you guys plays music that you love. A lot of stations, the people playing the music don't even like the music they're playing. And so with that in mind, a song like The Last DJ is just amazingly prophetic, or at least poignant.
Warren, thank you for coming in.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it. Warren Haynes. And if you liked his playlist, I will make sure that you get what it was. I wrote them all down. Anyway, here is his last choice for the night, but it's not the last time he'll be in our studios. This is Tom Petty's Last DJ. Thanks again, Warren.
Absolutely.